Hey there, kids. We're looking at the next thing, and this is a big deal because we're done with sequencing. We're done with loops. We're moving on to another branch of coding, another important coding concept, which is conditionals. Specifically today, we're going to look at if statements and if-else statements, right? So, if statement is a way for your computer or robot or whatever it is you're programming to make decisions, right? If this is true, then do this. Right? An if else statement allows you to take that the next step, right? If this is true, then do this, but if it's not true, then do something else, right? So that's decision making 101. So this kind of conditionals, again, if else statements, if then statements, if else then statements. These are two pretty big tools, and we're going to start looking at them today. So you can see there's a couple videos in this lesson. The first one's good. The second one's good too, but the second one starts with the first video. So it's about halfway before it starts being new information. Just providing that to you free of charge. So if else with B is what we're looking at. And we programmed with the B before. This isn't something completely new. And again, decent information provided here. I'm going to click continue because I've already watched it myself. So continue takes me on to that second assignment, and this is a question, right? So it's asking if the cloud is blocking the view. There could be a flower under this cloud. If there is a flower, the bee will need to collect nectar once. If there is not a flower, the bee should do nothing. Take a good look at the code, and what do you think is going to happen, right? So repeat 3 times, move forward. That's going to go 1, 2, 3 times forward. That's good. And then if we're out of flower, it's going to get the nectar. Well, to me, it sounds like it's going to get nectar if there's a flower. If it's not going to do anything, right? So the bee will move to the cloud and only try to get nectar if there's a flower underneath. That seems like the right answer to me. Bee's good. I'm going to click it. Forward. There is a flower. It gets the nectar. Looks like that was the correct answer. So we're going to continue. Now, the next assignment, the next one, and all the ones from here on out, I'm going to tell you, I would encourage you to use if statements regardless of whether or not you know what's going on. If statements are going to be things that you can repeat over and over again, regardless of whether or not there is something there. So I wouldn't even think about the fact that there's only two clouds here. I would write code that would check every one of these squares for flowers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a repeat block, and then I'm going to nest that repeat block in another one. So I'm going to do 2 times, and then I'm going to repeat twice. I'm going to move forward, check, then turn right, I guess it is, and then move forward, check. So repeat 2 times. And what is it? I'm going to move forward. And then if I'm at a flower, I'm going to get nectar, right? Repeat that twice. So move forward, check. We know there's no flower there, but it's okay. Move forward, check. And then what? I need to turn right in between. And then we'll do that second time. So let's check it out and see if it works. Move forward. So all of that work, all that code, even though I didn't need to check each of those spaces, checking them made it easier to write the code. I didn't have to think about a whole lot of things. I just had to say, okay, well, go forward and check, turn, go forward and check. Simplify some of our code. Sometimes that's a good move. Sometimes you're going to see them reference that here. It just makes writing code simpler, right? If you don't think about whether or not there's something there, you just check all of them. All right, so here's another one. I'm going to skip this one and move on ahead because we got to talk about that last level. Here's level 13, and this is what we're looking at. This says conditionals can be helpful even when you know exactly what's in each spot. So I could have wrote code that said move forward, make honey, move forward, get nectar, move forward, get honey, right? But this code is actually a little more compact, a little simpler, and less code to write. So again, sometimes that's an advantage. Your screenshot should be when you're done with level 13, right? So if I click run here, then it's going to do all this checking and making honey and getting nectar. But I'm done. Here's my congratulations screen. And again, right here, I want to click that replay button, not the continue button. Click replay because here's where I want my screenshot. So I can take my screenshot, put that in my exit ticket, and then I'm ready to roll forward with whatever's next, okay? So again, lesson 11, if else with B, looks like this. Screenshot exit ticket when you're done. Can't wait to see the work you guys have done. All right, guys.